Welcome back, friends of the homestead. So the question that came up so many times when we were moving out here was, why in the world would you leave that beautiful place you were at before to move someplace else? Well, this is a big portion of it right here. Our northern piece of the northern border of our land is half a mile of this beautiful glacial fed river that has incredible fishing in it. So more to come with the fishing. So I've been kind of waiting to share this with you. I've taken a few pictures on Instagram and such, but this is going to become, you'll become very familiar with this because we have some pretty big plans down here that we're going to put into effect today. So I can't let the cat out of the bag because I've got a few more components that I'm waiting to be here. Should be here inside of maybe hopefully a week or so, and we'll get started in earnest. But we're going to be setting up the sawmill. We got a whole bunch of big plans to do, but today we've got to get ready for that. So let me walk you around and show you what we're going to be doing, and then we'll jump in and start getting all this prepped. This is a job I've been putting off until we got the Yanmar here. I've been clearing a lot of this by hand. Mrs. Debbie and I have been down here and cleaning up a lot of these aspens and stuff. But this is basically the area here that we're going to be working on, where we'll be setting up the Lucas mill and cutting a bunch of material for these projects that are coming up. But you can see that over here there's some dead and aspens there that are all rotten and you're going to get blown down by the next windstorm, and I wanted to pull all those out. Plus there's a whole bunch of old fence posts and fences down there in the water. I want to take care of that and get that out of there before someone gets hurt on it. And then over here this is a really it's kind of a special thing. It's a campsite basically. There's the previous owners ran power and water down here, and there's a nice fire pit. So this is something that we really want to take advantage of and develop. So I can't tell you any more than that, but today let's go over and I'll show you this wire we need to get out and see if we can get that yanked out. The river coming down off Mount Fuji is glacial fed and clear as crystal, full of fish. Okay, so we got all these old fence posts in here. Underneath all of this litter is just wire and leaves and all that's all tangled up in there, and I started trying to pull on it by hand. I'm like, I'll just wait till we get the tractor out here. So we want to get this all cleaned up and all this prepped because we want to have this have good access to the river here. One nice thing that we can do for the kids, and we'll take you up there next summer, is we have an annual 4th of July drift on this river that we put up with inner tubes. We have kids and families come down. There's nothing real gnarly here, but basic little rapids, but we'll be able to put in upstream and then pull out here and have our picnics down here. We got the picnic table brought down from the old place, and we want to get this all cleaned up here. So let's start today by seeing if we can't get this wire out of here, and we'll start, I guess we'll just start right over there. Actually, we'll start right over here. This is where, it's like this is where the roll starts. This is all tangled up in this, what is this here? It's like maybe aspen or something. I think if we just cut these loose, boy, it's even grown into the trees. If we cut this loose, let's throw a chain on this and just see if we can't just pull it all out with the tractor. Yeah, the trees growing all around that. Yeah, that's kind of a mess right there. I'm gonna just hook onto it with the claw and see if I can drag that out of there. Look at the Canadian honkers. There must be 100 of them. Boy, that couldn't have been easier. I thought that was going to take me half a day to get that wire out of there, but it was took about 10 minutes. So we're gonna have to. This video might be kind of short. I got one more post there. Maybe I can get that up by hand. No, it's sunk in there pretty good. This guy here is rotten. There's several of these that are rotten, and I'm afraid they're going to fall on the kids when they're playing down here. So let's see if we can't get this out of here, and then we can get to that post and drag a couple more of these rotten ones out. Started over here. So this is the first time I've ever shot in 8K. So this is shooting at 24 millimeters. The camera's quite a ways away, about 20 feet beyond this burn pile. So just for fun here, when I'll go back and get that stump, I'll zoom in on tight on a couple shots and see if we lose resolution with a massive zoom. This could be a game changer, being able to shoot 8K, because the guy can set his camera pretty far apart. I don't have to move it so much. I can basically just pull in on the edit. We'll see. I've never looked at it. I actually had to upgrade my Mac just to handle that 8K footage. Grab the stump. I'll tell you guys, if you have a tractor and you have brush and trees and stuff like I do, this Frostbite grappler is my most favorite attachment of anything. It is so handy. It's like having a big, gigantic, it makes your dumb tractor into a smart tractor. Big bionic hand. If I were to do that again, I'd probably would have cut that off at the stump and not. I thought it would just break right off there. I haven't worked with these aspen trees very much. I didn't realize it was going to hang on so tight. I don't want to get into this close to the riverbank because those roots, hold everything together. That tree would have fallen over, but there was no reason to take the roots out and have a big mess to clean up. So these two guys right here are dead, and they're going to fall in the water right there. So I'm going to cut those off flush. Then we'll throw a choker chain around them, and then just drag them out, and then cut them up for firewood over there. So let's do that. Sure do like this little top handle saw. That's the handiest little thing. You can just grab it, put it anywhere. I got this, I wasn't able to do it this year. We're so busy with the move, but I got this to go on my dirt bike so that when we go in early on the mountain trails, a lot of trees and branches and stuff blow down over the trail. We can go out there and cut them out of the way. That second one was pretty sound at the base, rotten up on the top there. I don't think I'll need to put a chain on it. Let me see if I can grab this with the frostbite and just pull them out there one at a time. Well, that's pretty much the end of the fun, easy stuff. Now the hard work begins. Time to cut everything up and get it in the burn pile. So I'm not going to bore you with that part of it. But yeah, this went a lot easier than I thought it would. It's amazing with that grapple how much a guy can do. Those lower tines, if you noticed, there's 2 holes in the bottom. I think what would really make this complete would be to have a removable plate that you could bolt across there. That way, when that thumb closes down on that you can grasp small things or rocks and such. And that's something that I'll get a piece of steel, order that up, and we'll make that. I think that would be important. You don't want it on there all the time, but it would be something that would be nice. And I know there's a factory option from that, but I think that'd be pretty simple to make.
I was looking for a change of scene. You were looking at a magazine. There was red carpets and limousines. The grass seemed so much greener. All we wanted was to get there fast. So packed up everything.
So you're dressing yourself now, I hear. Can I give you a hand? Okay. Can you shut your door? Shut your door. Push hard. All your strength. Push.